Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Dynamic Duo. We are here with the beautiful, precious Cloutier.
Hey, babe.
Hey. And you guys know my beautiful sister, Donna.
Hi, guys.
And we met Precious Cloutier about, 2 years ago now?
About 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, Precious has a wonderful business that she operates where she encourages and helps people to prepare to accomplish their goals. So we brought her here today so she can share a little bit more about how she's gotten into the business and how she's helping people. Let's let her talk about her process, and I think we can get some really good content out of this. So you guys, welcome the beautiful Precious Cloutier. Precious,
Hey,
how are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Awesome. So happy to be here. I
Yes,
appreciate it.
we love that you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
thank you.
So I don't know if you've ever seen any of our episodes, but we like to keep it nice and light, and we want to make it fun. We always want to have a good energy here.
Yeah.
So, we're going to start with some basic things, like share a little bit about yourself, because a lot of times we all talk about what we do, our businesses, but we don't start with who we are and where we come from.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about you, your family. You have beautiful twin boys.
Yeah.
And your husband. So tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about where you come from, where this all started.
Hey. So as she mentioned, Precious Cloutier, and who am I, right? A child of God.
Amen.
That is definitely who I am. I'm a mom as well to beautiful 7-year-old twin boys. Mama Amari, mommy on Sentinel. Yes, a mom. I was born in Rhode Island. I was raised in Macon, Georgia. I'm also a wife to my amazing husband, Evan, my amazing support system. I am one of 8 siblings.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
And
family.
all of the sisters are beautiful.
I
I don't know
know.
if you guys have bumped into these ladies, but every single one of them are just drop dead gorgeous.
Yes, they are.
I can say the same about y'all.
Yes,
Same about
thank
y'all.
you.
But yeah, raised in Georgia, born in Rhode Island, and we've been back for, I don't know, since I was 14. So we've been back for about 20 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have a lot of energy. I'm compassionate.
Yeah.
I am ambitious. I am kind. I am loving. I am caring. I have high energy. And I'm very humorous.
Yes.
I love to make people laugh. So
Yes.
you may
That's
laugh
good.
while you're here.
I love
Yeah.
that. I love that for us.
And is that what kind of brought you into the work that you do? Like, how did that start for you?
How much time we got? So to not go all the way back, well, I'll go back just a little bit, but I started off working at Burger King at 16 years old. I became a manager around in my 20s. They asked me to become a manager. I got promoted and I managed for about 5 years. So I enjoy what I do because I felt like I was in the leadership role.
Yeah.
I really, I kind of like telling people what to do. I ain't gonna hold you. I gotta like telling people what to do, but in a nice way.
Yes, yes.
I like to have fun. But it was during that time of me managing where I was introduced to entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So I was introduced to entrepreneurship at the age of 22 years old. And I was introduced to a sales business where introduced to a sales business where I help families and businesses get access to their legal rights. And so that's what I did. And I did that for 10 years. I did that for over a decade. I was in sales. I absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved giving families access to their legal rights. But then things started to change, right? And so I demoted myself from Burger King. I went to go work at Olive Garden for a little bit, and I did that for a few years. And then I was at a point in my life, to be quite frank, honest with you, where I knew that my purpose was to work for myself.
Yeah.
And so I just remember back in 2021 in June, I called my husband and I said, I just don't want to do these jobs anymore. I feel like I was born to be my own boss.
Yeah.
And I just remember
I
my
know
husband
that
saying
feeling.
then don't do the jobs anymore. I'm like, listen, we got twins, we just
Yeah.
bought a house. I'm making some money, but I don't know if I'm making enough to quit these jobs.
Yeah.
Well, quit this job.
Yeah.
And he was just like, do it. I just feel like, Precious, you're not where you want to be because you keep holding on to the jobs.
That's true.
That's a supportive husband.
Yes.
Yes,
My
we
man,
love
my man,
that.
my man.
Yes.
And so I went into work really scared, pacing back and forth, like, Precious, are you going to do it? And I did it. And then I prayed. And I said, God, if this is your will, show me that this is what you want me to do. This is what you call me to do. And I got signs left and right.
Yeah.
And so I put in my 2 weeks. I only lasted a week, and I went full time in the sales business. And then I was doing that for a little while, and it was going really well until it wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Y'all in sales, y'all know how it is.
Yes,
right?
the dry spells.
The dry
sometimes.
spells,
Yeah.
right? But it was dry. And I'm like, hold on, this don't make sense, Lord. You showed me, you told me that I should let the job go, but this don't make sense. Why is it dry? I am spending more time doing work and not making more money.
Yes.
For the first 6 months, I was like, it was looking good. I was like, okay. And then it wasn't. And then I was like, okay, what's going on? And so I really just had to sit with God. And this is the question that I really asked God. I was like, what am I missing?
Yeah.
What am I missing? Because I just think it's important that we do one thing, but we find out what is our purpose here on life. That's what everybody want to know, right?
Yeah.
What is our purpose here on life? And I remember sitting and saying, God, what am I missing?
Yeah.
And I heard the Holy Spirit say, take the course. So what happened was, a year and a half before then, I invested in an online college to become a certified life and performance coach. And I invested. It was online pace.
Yeah,
I did
you
nothing
still
with it.
take your time
I
with
could do it
it.
when I like.
Yeah.
But I did nothing. So I did nothing with it. And when I asked God that question, what am I missing? He said, take the course.
Okay.
And I said, okay. He said, stop everything you're doing, pause and take the course. And so I took it. It was a 6-week course. I passed with 96%.
Hey.
And you know, when you start in something new or different, I said to myself, where I'm gonna get the clients from, Lord? Where the clients at?
Yeah.
Right, that's where I was, and he sent me to someone that kind of showed me how I can get the business off the ground.
Yeah.
And then I paused again, and I said, you want me to do something different after I've been doing sales for you want me to do something different?
Yeah.
And the Lord reminded me, you're not doing something different.
It's the
You're
same.
doing something you already been doing.
Just in a different aspect.
way.
Yeah.
He said it's time to monetize your gift, basically.
Yes.
So to make a long story short, I got into being a certified life and performance coach because the Lord showed me that was my purpose.
I love that you tied it into God, because I feel like becoming an entrepreneur, people don't really see or understand how much of a spiritual thing that is, to be guided to find your purpose, but not just your thoughts. It's like, you know what I mean? You're looking for that answer. You're looking for that thing that's like, this is my purpose, but how do I express it in a way that will just be good for the masses? Yeah.
Impact.
Yes.
I believe our purpose are attached to the impact that we make. And I remember when I said yes, and for a while I was fighting. You know, how when God showed you your purpose, and I'm fighting. I'm still trying to run the sales business. I'm still trying to do the coaching. And at a time, it was going real good. I was like, the coaching, the sales, and this is really good. But God said, where I am taking you, you got to pause on one, right?
Yeah.
So I still help families get access to their businesses get access to their legal rights, but I only do it on a referral basis only.
Okay.
Because I did it for 10 years, because I did it for so long, people know what I do. You know what I mean? But he shifted me. And it was when I fully surrendered and let it go simultaneously, because I still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The clients just started rolling in like there was no tomorrow.
Yeah. Did you feel like you had to make that decision before the life coaching took off for you? Like,
no.
What kind of, I think a lot of times they say use your 9 to 5 to fund your business, right? But then when you're splitting your attention in a couple of different ways, sometimes your business can suffer. So tell people how you navigated that, like.
For me, because I was in sales, one thing that I can say is the sales business taught me grit. It taught me grind, and it taught me discipline, right? So it taught me how to go through the nose. It taught me personal development, how to develop my mindset in order to run a business, right? And so that's why I bring it back to God, because God made no mistakes. Although when I started that business, I was like, this is my financial freedom. I'm gonna be doing this forever. I can see myself X, Y, and Z, and it's if it ain't his will, it ain't gonna work out the way you want it to work out, right?
Absolutely.
And so for me, it was just like he already set me up.
Yeah.
So when I went to leave the job, when I started my own coaching business, it wasn't as hard because I just took some of the elements.
Yes.
You took the elements from your sales world.
From my sales world. Now, don't get it twisted. I had to hire different coaches and things like that to now show me how do you actually run your own business.
Yes.
Because with the sales business, they already had their systems in place. But now me as a business owner, I got to figure out my systems.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And so a part of it, I would tell people, take what you learned, take what you already know, start there. But eventually, you're gonna need to hire a coach, and that's what I did. I hired a coach that showed me exactly, this is how you're gonna run your coaching business. This is how you're gonna create your own systems. And that's how it worked out for me.
Yeah. I feel like with you saying that you implement different things that you learned in different spaces, that is so true, because when you go into business, you're like, where do I start? But I feel like no matter what arena you come from, no matter what space you come from, you can always apply what you've learned so that you can, one, feel more, I would say, encouraged or strong about what you're doing, because I think you connect to that in some certain way, and then just bring in other things, but that could be your rooted start, so you could make things kind of like go from there.
Yeah, I truly believe that everything that we go through is a purpose. Even me managing Burger King, knowing how to deal with people was a purpose. I needed to know that before I got into sales. So when people told me no, or when people rejected me, how do you handle those situations? And even I think about me being a manager at Burger King, it taught me leadership. You know what I mean? And so when I got in sales and I had to run a team, it taught me leadership. And then I learned more leadership. You know what I mean? And now, me as a coach, I feel truly a leader. You know what I mean? Because I am helping people lead their lives to where they are, to where they want to be.
So what are some of the things that you help people with in your coaching business? Like, shed some light on some of the things you've helped people to overcome. And like, how you've helped people to implement those things so that they can actually grow a business of their own or accomplish any goal of their own, really.
So one of the things that I think is really important is I teach based off my experience. And so for me, when I was in transition, when I was working a job and I was running the business and being a mom of twins and being a wife, I was all over the place. And my life was chaotic. I gave myself the name, I ain't got time. Because I didn't have time for nothing. I didn't have time to put the ketchup back in the refrigerator. I didn't have time to, I will always blame that I have so much going on that I don't got time to do the small things. My husband could have contested to it. He's like, Precious, it's only take you 2 seconds to just put that. But I ain't have time. And so when the Lord slowed me down, that's when I realized this is not the life that God wants for me. Our life shouldn't always be chaotic. Our life should not always be overwhelmed. Our life should not always be stressed. We should not be running around with our head chopped off every single day. It shouldn't be like that. And so when he taught me how to better manage my time, and sometimes better managing your time is saying no to things that no longer serve you. And so I come across women who have a vision. They have a vision, and they want their visions to be birthed. So there's some women that already birthed their vision, and I say God-given vision because I just feel I work with faith-based women, right? So God gave them a vision, but they don't know how to execute the vision. God gave them the vision, but they may be working a job, right? Or they may be, they may be working a job, and they may have kids, right? But they want to know, how do I still build my dream? How do I still build my business? And so because the Lord took me to that stage where I worked the job, I built the business, and I had kids, he had to now teach me, now how do you manage this so you could teach someone else? Right? And so for me, women come to me like, hey, this is my goal, this is my dream, and not only do I have this goal and this dream, but I also want to get my life in order. And so not only am I a life coach, I'm also a business coach. I believe that if your life is not in order, your business won't be.
That's true.
That's true.
If
your business is a reflection of where you are. Like literally, it's a reflection of the chaos that, like to your point, that's going on in your life. And if you can't, what you are in what you have inside is literally showing itself in your business. So I do understand that. And I think as a woman, when you have a lot of things going on, especially, you know, you're married, you got to put your attention there. You had 2 kids, you got to put your attention there. We don't know how to compartmentalize things in the same way that other people can. Men, I think I see my husband doing it all the time, and I'm like, oh my God, he's a genius at this. But it's like, as a woman, sometimes I feel like I just want to be there for everybody. I just want to do all the things, you know? So I totally get what you're saying with that.
And that's what it really is. It's like we have to take care of us too. You know what I mean? We have to take a moment to pause. And so what I like to do is I like to find out, first of all, my first thing first is I need to help them gain the clarity. Some of them already have their God-given vision, or some of them already have their God-given vision, or some of them want to birth their vision, and they don't know exactly what to do, where to start, and how to do it. And so I come in and I find out, okay, what's the problem? And I give you the solutions. I find that most women, we have so much on our plate that we don't have clear strategy and direction.
Yes.
If you have the right strategy, and you learn some time management skills of how you, I used to use the word balance, but I'm learning that it's harmony, because we don't really fully have balance. Because balance is like
it could be different every day.
It could be, it could be
depending on the
different.
scenario.
It could be different every day. And for me, another thing, I was rigid. Like, I was so good with time management that I knew I was going 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and God also revealed to me, you don't want to be so rigid with your life either. You want to make sure that you have room and areas for life to happen. And you won't be stressed out and going crazy all the time. And so I like to not just teach women how to manage their time, but to also know when to pause.
That's
I love how
true.
y'all say at the same time.
Well, the other part of it too is, like, I feel like even in like business that I'm doing, I tend to like push myself until it's like, no, I actually have to stop, because I've just been going so much that my body's like, that's it. So I feel like I have to learn that natural progress. Like, if I feel something like, you know what, today maybe I take a couple of hours to myself to like gather, just and then come back. I'm not good at giving myself that kind of space.
So how do you train people to deal with time management? You mentioned time management, and you know, you did recently create a planner of your own. So talk about that, because it's like, yes, you're saying time management, but what does that look like in practice? What are some of the things that you can do to make sure that you stay on top of those things and keep in line with the time management skills that you're helping them to build?
Go ahead with your question, girl. That was good. And so I'm big on teaching my clients to plan their day the night before. I believe what happens is most people wake up and they just
ready to go.
They just ready to go. Mostly they know they got to go to work. They know they got to drop the kids off. They know they got to do dinner. That's all they know, right? But how do you make sure that you incorporate you? How do you make sure you incorporate your business, your dreams, and you got to make sure, how do you incorporate those things? Most people don't have them on their schedule. Fridays is my day. That's a me day. My kids have a half a day, so I don't have that much time. But it's a me day. If I want to sit down on the couch and do nothing, I'm going to do that. Right? And so I teach them to plan their day the night before, and a part of my monthly productivity planner is to write out your priorities, to write out your top priorities, to write out your to-do list, but to also understand that not everything you write down is going to get done. Right? And so, but when you write down this long, glorious to-do list, you got to ask yourself, what is the 3 most important things that I want to get done tomorrow, right? And also understanding that if you don't get it done, it's okay.
It's okay,
It's okay. It's a new day. All we can do is pray that God wake us up another day, right? So it's a new day. And so one thing that I teach my clients is that if you didn't get done what you're supposed to do the day before, move it to the next day. Don't just move it to the back burner. And that's what some people do, and then they're like, ah. And so I'm big on write it out. And then a part of the planner is the time restraints. When are you doing those things? Right? So say, for instance, if you say, you know what, I'm going to do follow-ups in my business from 10 to 11. I'm big on saying, okay, you're going to do follow-ups from 10 to 11, but do you know who you're following up with? So you can say you're going to do follow-ups from 10 to 11. You don't know who you're following up with. A whole hour went past of you thinking.
And you didn't.
You thinking who you gonna follow up with. You didn't get nothing down, and then you say, I don't have enough time.
Yeah.
Right? And so I'm big on, when I teach my clients about time management, is be specific with what you're doing with your time, right? And understanding that if you don't get everything done, that it is the next day, and that's why you plan your day the night before. So I make sure I'm clear on knowing what do their life look like, and how can they incorporate the things that they haven't incorporated in their life, and what that could look like for them.
Yeah, that's a great point. You said being specific, and I feel like, you know, what is specific to some people may not be specific to others. Like, I remember one time I took your course and you said, you know, give me a specific goal. And some of the answers that you got, you were like, that's
vague.
not specific enough. It's very vague. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do understand how if you leave it vague, it also doesn't really, there's nothing, you don't have anything tangible to hold on to to remember to do. How do you even get through the task if you didn't set it's not a real goal, because it's just so vague. You're actually trying to break down the goal that you set while you're trying to do it. So I completely understand why you talk about planning it ahead of time and thinking about your day the night before, because it gives you a little bit more perspective, and also it gives you the time. If you're not doing it while you're busy and running around, it gives you the time to actually sit down and maybe write that out. If you say you're going to follow up with 10 clients, who are the 10 clients? Write their names, write their phone numbers, so you don't even have to go.
Think about it.
All you do is dial the numbers.
Next thing you know, it's been 30 minutes and your hour's already done. So now you can take a break before you move to the next task.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I just think it's so important that we are specific when it comes to our goals. Even if it's a big goal, you want to break them down into small action steps. And I think a lot of the women that I work with sometimes don't even know what they want to achieve.
Well, that's the thing.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm big on clarity. I'm like, once they get clarity, I give them strategy. Once you got the clarity and the strategy, you're going to execute.
That's
what you're going to do. So if you are struggling with growing your business, if you are struggling with marketing, if you are struggling with managing your household and your kids and things like that, I'm going to show you how did I do it. Because I never want to preach anything that I'm not doing.
Exactly.
That's good.
And that's why I had to change things. Like, I was so rigid. Even now to this day, God has said to me, I'm like, oh God, I got so much better with my time. I make sure I take time for myself. I start working at 2 o'clock to give myself an hour and a half, 2:30. I work from 10 to 2:30. I'm a full-time entrepreneur. And I give myself an hour and a half before my kids get out of school. But before, I used to work all the way until I got them off the bus stop. And then I felt myself agitated at my kids because I just worked all day, and now I had to jump into being a mom when that's not fair to them. So what could I have done differently? What I could have done differently, if I create my own schedule and I create my own time, what I can do is take that time for myself. But even in that, right, I started to do that. 5 seconds or 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Okay. Even with that, God has started to reveal to me, sometimes it's okay to shut everything down. Like, I noticed one thing you say, like, we get going, we go. And so even though I felt like I had everything for the most part together, because we all have our days and stuff like that, he was like, there's still some things that you need to work on. And a part of that was shutting down social media. Taking a social media break. Right?
I do that.
I love that. I didn't.
I think some people say, like, oh, if you want to grow your business, like, you got to be on social media. I'm like, I need a break. I cannot do this.
That's me. That was me.
It's not.
Because that's how I grew my business. Through social media.
Yes.
And so, but God had a tug on my heart. Like, who do you trust? The internet or me?
So, like, what are
Jesus?
I would say, so, like, since we're kind of drawing on time here, like, what are your dreams, if you want to share, about your business moving forward? What would you like to see?
I would like to be the #1 coaching consultant firm in Rhode Island. I want to be globally, internationally. I want to be helping women all around the world be able to not just set their goals, but achieve their goals. I want to be able to help women have more balance, right? Or more harmony, I would say. Have more harmony in their life, where they don't just put their kids first or put their business first, but they learn how to put themselves first. And so that's my big vision, is to help more women birth their God-given gifts that God had put inside of them, and they are unsure where to go, they are unsure where to turn, they are unsure what to do, and I'm the coach. I am the coach to the rescue.
Yes.
God revealed to me, he said, Precious, you help faith-based women birth their God-given gift. So it could be a gift that they haven't worked on, or a gift that they've been working on and they have not figured out how to grow it.
Hasn't gotten
have not figured out how to grow it.
Space that they wanted to.
And I think you're right when you say, like, it has to be you-centered first. Like, you have to get yourself in a good space for all of it, everything else to just transition and flow, like, you know, so.
Last week was the first time when I shut everything down for a week, where I took 2-hour naps every single day.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that.
Listen, I took a whole week off from work, really didn't do much, because God had to also remind me that I put you in a position to create your own time. So you have the ability to take a week off if you want to. But we feel like we got to keep going. Because we got to pay the bills. The bills don't stop. But the money, as an entrepreneur, the money can if we don't keep going.
If you don't keep going.
But God has put me in a place, and I think he's trying to put a lot of us in places where, trust me. Sit with me. So I can show you. I once heard somebody say, once you surrender to God, he's going to show you exactly what you need to do. Right? He's going to show you exactly what you need to do to move more effortlessly. And I thought I was moving effortlessly, but no, he's just like, you gonna see.
I think there's steps still. Like, even if in that moment 5 years ago you thought it was effortless, it probably was in that moment. But as things transition,
it wasn't. I ain't gonna hold you.
Well, when I say that, in that moment, it probably felt like it was effortless.
Let's say that.
And then as time passes on, you're like, wait, this isn't really working anymore. You feel like yourself like fighting against yourself a little bit. So then you have to adjust. So nothing is fluid as much as it is like steps that make it.
You got to be able
to pivot. As you change, that whole cycle changes for you.
I love that word.
You have to be able to pivot.
You got to be able to pivot.
So tell the people where they can. Okay, she's like.
Oh, sorry. So, like, you know, we're wrapping up. We're coming to the end. So tell everybody where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me on all social media. It's Precious Cloutier. Some people might be like, what is Cloutier? Well, it is spelled CLOUTHIER. You can also email me at preciouscloutier24@gmail.com if you want to inquire, you know,
about your services,
about my services and the things that I do. It's easy to find me.
Yes.
It's easy to find me. I'm outside. I'm not online right now. Because I'm on a break, but I'm outside.
Okay, well, thank you
so much for being with us.
Yes.
Thank you
we loved having you. We always love your energy.
Yes. It's beautiful to talk to someone who is God-centered, because I think a lot of people need that in their lives.
Amen.
So thank you so much for being honest about that, because I think some people secretly love God, but they don't express it openly. So.
I love the Lord.
Yes.
Amen.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.